Okay. Whoops. Alright, now I can see the audio going. So that was a problem. So I was talking to myself. Sweet! My bad. So, okay. Got that sorted out. Let's already set up file name, project name, stuff. We're good to go. Let me okay. I might have to shut off my phone if it keeps making noise. I'm not going to like that. Alright, so we can hold apart over here. What I'm going to do first is scan the global markers so that it knows and say it's GPS. Okay, here we go. They have a lot of dirty markers. If any of these shift during the scan, it throws it off and I have to redo the whole thing. It was a learning curve, I tell you. Still picking up markers. $180. $185, 86, 87. I can make one way around the table without it going and adding another one, then we'll call it good. 88, damn it. 89. Can we get one more? No. Okay, well, yep, 190. So that's good there. that's going to come in handy when, well, I will. I'll take multiple scans. You know, 3 should do it just fine. But doing the global marker scan first will help you in the later down the line when you go to merge all your point cloud data. It is kind of a slower process, but I didn't want to deal with doing it on my desktop just because I'd have to move a bunch, well, and not really, I guess. I'd just have to sit on the other side of the table. The thing that sucks about this scanner is that the cable on it is only so long, and you can't just plug it into an extension cable and run that. For whatever reason, it lacks, I think it lacks the connection speed at that point. You know, the further the cable, the longer the transmission distance, I'm thinking. But it just won't do it. You know, it won't register. It won't register in the program that the scanner is plugged in. So yeah, it's kind of weak, I think, but whatever. Come on, come on. And we'll put that in there. What the hell's taking so long? Come on. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Now we will go ahead and add another scan. I don't know if they fixed that flat base thing or not, but at any rate. Okay. Here we go. Green is good. Green is good. I bought a DIY kit to make the jigger to automate, you know, this Lazy Susan here, and got it all put together. I designed a box for the components and did all that. Actually made the table for it. It was pretty sharp. I liked it. Worked out great. But I plugged it in and I don't know. I didn't hook anything up wrong. It must have just been shit parts from China or whatever. A faulty board or I don't know what the hell. But it just made a bad noise and then exploded. Shot the top of the damn housing box off. I don't know. Just insulation from the capacitor all over the place. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a variable speed box because I wanted to, you know, control the speed because just the motor itself when it was going, it was too fast for my liking. I guess I should have just like made a bunch of gears and did a little manual shifter or something and did it like that. I don't know. Let's see here. Get some turn action in at this angle. Gotta love all the floaties in there. Wow, that's a lot of rain. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Probably not. It's probably best. I like it. I got lucky when I set up all these markers and stuff. I can catch it on the side. See how it turned blue like that. That's good. It needs to be able to pick up four markers. Otherwise, it'll pause the scan pretty much like that right there. It doesn't pick it up. It loses tracking. And software-wise, it's gotten better, but can't tell. Come on. I guess I shouldn't have. God damn it. Alright. We're going to call that one good. I'm going to reposition this. Can't touch any of the global markers, but I can move this around, which is good. I don't know how that's going to go, but what the hell, right? Let's do it. Okay. inside of that track real well. If not, that's fine. I gotta say, this is kind of really tiring though. Really gives your arms a workout. Ah, phooey. As expensive as this thing was, as new a technology it is, I really kind of expected more out of it, but whatever. I guess the technology isn't as far along as I thought, but I don't know. I'd like to look more into AI tools and develop a toolkit that would take these scans and intelligently figure it out. Like, you know, tell it, be like, hey, this is what this is. This is what it's supposed to be. Here's a photo of it. You know, pictures of it. Its functionality, yada yada yada. And even some dimensions. And be like, alright, make this scan data into that as a whole part printable. It's kind of how I think it should work. Shouldn't have to dick around with cleaning stuff up, and doing any of that crap. But who knows? Maybe it's all just hocus pocus. Okay, I think that one's as good as it's gonna get. Hopefully I got enough of the side of it. Because in order to merge the scan data, you have to have X amount. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. You have to have two sides. Otherwise, you'll see I have to, well, unless the auto merge works nicely, that would be a long shot, but it's only just recently become good enough to do that, use the auto, and it actually work. Yeah, I bought this scanner. This is the Creality Raptor. Raptor X. Yeah, the new one's the X Pro or whatever the hell. I originally bought that, okay, but then it didn't come with my printer I bought with it too. It was a combo thing. And I was like, well, what the heck? And I got a hold of customer service, yada yada yada. Long story short, well, here it was. They didn't even say this anywhere on the page, on anything, any product info, nothing. They didn't say it. It was an early bird special kind of thing, and they're not readily available, but with the next shipment, So, and my wait time was like February, and it was just like October, and I said no, it was beginning November, something like that, October, November, and I said no. I want my money back on that. Figure out the difference and pay me back. They eventually did. They tried to Jew me first, but I wasn't having it. And then I bought this, so I bought this one from them on Amazon instead because I didn't want to deal with that crap again. Alright. Anyway. Get this side. This is the important side. This is the side that says stuff. That's the purpose of this scanning. Because I didn't want to just guess at the text, at the font for the lettering on it. Otherwise I would have, whoops, I would have made this part a while ago. Let's see here. Here we go, here we go. I'm going to be getting set up complete for electroplating soon, I'm hoping. That'll make a guy, I think in Tennessee, happy. And then I can make something better. I'll send it down to him and surprise him with it. Wow, this is scanning really well. Look at that. You gotta keep in mind that I'm streaming and stuff, and this is going to the public, so I gotta kind of mind my P's and Q's. Alright, look at that. See, that's how that stuff should work. Whoops, that was a button. What the heck did I push? Oh, turn the brightness down on the scanner. That's alright. It's done anyway. Okay, so that wraps up for the scanning portion of it. Alright. Now, unplug the scanner real quick so that it's not eating up all my system resources on the laptop. Should make the stream better. Who knows? I'm gearing up now with stuff for Halloween. That's coming up next. Gotta get ahead of the curve on that one. Probably gonna put up some really large stuff in the front yard. That'll be awesome. I'm still gonna make I'm gonna do a life-size Bigfoot and stick them in the backyard in a way that can be seen, people driving by, but not readily out in the open kind of thing. It'll be neat. Get this put up. There we go. And there. Alright. Let's put away. This cooled off. And mostly. Okay. That's that. That's that. which do I, where is, oh crap. Oh, what did I do with that? No, Raggy. Huh. Well. Is it still in the Y splitter? Yep. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Damn it. Well, that's not cool. Alright, so I'm looking for my mouse's USB receiver. I don't know what to do with it. Whatever. Alright, crap. Really? Like, I just had it right before the stream. Laptop only has 2 USB ports and I needed 3, so I tried using a splitter, and the splitter wouldn't work with the webcam because, again, I think system resources, which is really stupid, especially for how much I paid for the laptop and what it is. It's that Asus Cypher, whatever the heck. It's not even a year old. Well, yeah. I don't know where I put it. Well, in that case, I'm just going to take the desktop's one and use that. Works better anyway because the other mouse has a bad DPI switch. I think that's what it's called, DPI switch. Okay. I can't just shut that off. I mean, the audio would kill if I did that. Alright, well, let's leave it going. Sorry, I can't give you something better to look at other than the spinny deal. Yeah. Okay. This. Oh, hey, there it is. Found it. Alright, well, whatever. Okay. Okay, good. You can't see that. I had to cover up the desktop with paper for reasons. Alright, so now, let's see here. We will shrink that really tiny. You see more of the screen. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to do some cleanup. And at least now I'll be able to yes, train, keep going. I took a chunk out of that, that's okay. It'll grow back. Okay, looks pretty good. Alright, boom. turning it into a point cloud. We're taking the raw data and doing some conversion stuff, math, science-y. Well, I don't think we're going to get everything real crisp, like, because it's not crisp on the part. Really, yeah, it's really as good as it's going to get. Okay, that's one. And this one. Yeah, if you, I don't understand that. If you goof, you know, like I just did, you have to pretty much just delete whatever and process that portion, and then hit the undo button. Well, I mean, control button display. Oh, really? Well, I guess maybe I should read more. Oh, no, it didn't work. Anyway, this scummy stuff in the center. So now, that. And I can't see very much. We're gonna just kind of guess. Let it do nothing. Yeah, of course. Huh. Really? I wouldn't select that stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of this rain and heat. It's getting to be a bit of bullshit, but whatever. I guess. Weather wars be weather wars. Yep, there's a little piece up there. Yeah. Okay, that no, got some down there. Yeah, there's this guy on YouTube, Peo. He his channel directly or specifically is about the scanner and Realities scanners in general, I suppose, and utilizing them. And oh, excuse me. It's been his channel. He's been a really major help, and wow, that is a lot of rain. Holy crap. I should get some kind of hookup interface or something. Put the security cameras up on this and show you guys what the hell's going on outside. Hold on a second. I gotta look at this. eggs are supposed to come tonight. Wowzers. Yeah. Damn it. Well, here's what it is. Alright, back to this. Okay, let's see here. Get back to work, Ryan. You're not getting paid to look outside. I don't know why people are dinging me. Stop dinging me. Maybe it's important. Maybe I should ding back. Alright, check that. Oh. Definitely not the people I was, you know. Huh. Yeah. Unbreakable. Anyway. Crap, I forgot to send that to Andy. Okay, so, what happened? Looks like crap? Probably. No, look at all that stuff I'm going to have to clean up. Oh boy. Maybe it'll just magically go away on its own. That's what I hope for. Okay, so that's to a point cloud. I got one more to go. Don't have much time to do this. I only bid the job for an hour. Whee! Oop, I guess I got a little much on that, huh? That'll happen in those rural farming communities. Yep. I mean, I guess I could have just cut out the part that the NZ was on and just like mesh booleaned it onto a white wall I already had scanned in and cleaned up and all that, etc., etc., but I'd rather do it this way because there's nothing wrong with doing things the long way. Alright, because you're going to learn. It's really something you learn or improve on, and that's the goal. You know, there's some Tonka parts that I was that I've scanned in and modeled and sold that I countless hours. I mean, I say like 600 hours, but it's probably well over that. My working day is anywhere from 30 to 40 hours long, I suppose. or it was. I've been cutting that back a lot too lately. Oh, let's see. Where are we at in life? A little bit cleaner, a little bit cleaner. It's not been fucking fine. Fine, fine, fine. Huh? What, why is it selecting? What the hell's going on? Well, that's interesting. Program froze up. That is not cool. No, it didn't freeze. Sure as hell ain't selecting anything either. I don't know, was I saying anything important? I can't remember now. Anyhow, so yeah. Scanning isn't as magically poof, there it is, as a person might think it is. There's a lot of crap you gotta deal with in being in interim. And a lot of times I just scrap, I just delete an entire project and start over from scratch just because it wasn't panning out like I wanted it to, and I figured I did something or didn't do something right or whatever the case may be somewhere along the way. So yeah, it is not letting me select anything to delete. What the hell is going on with this? Alright, anyway, do that, get out of that, do-do-do, bring that up a little bit, okay, we're up again, man. Yeah, because I can't believe they're still having this problem. Jesus. Alright, back in business. How stupid is that, huh? How stupid is that? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Ah! Good enough for the girls I date. If I dated. Whoops. I didn't say that. You never know who watches these things. Okay, so that's alright. Some cleanup there, some smoothing to do. Okay. And get rid of this little lip here. Yes, we can. Alright. Magic time, huh? Ugh. What's that crap? Oh, that's probably a hot glue. That's alright. That'll smooth out. Well, I hope the lettering is crisp enough. Nothing I can do about that because it's so worn down on the part. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now let's go and let's do. Merge it. Oh my lord. It did not merge that right at all. Damn it. Manual merging. That sucks. It's just going to take a lot longer now. Really hoping they wouldn't have to do that. Actually, you know what? Exit merging. Let's, okay, we got the point cloud data. Now it's a mesh. Really just, god damn it. But that's how the part is. Huh. Well, kinda. Maybe not. You know, I might have to do more work with this. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. Okay, so that's a mesh. Presto, that's a mesh. That's some hot glue, so I had to glue the part back together because it's so fragile and deteriorated and it just went as soon as I touched it with a freaking nylon bristle brush to clean the dirt out of the grooves. Those things that you really hope never happens. But it does. Like I said, I can't believe it survived the trip here in the mail. Yep. So, let's see here. Oops. it's just disgusting. Yeah, it's very disgusting. I'm not going to go with that. Oh, that's worse. Yeah, I'll have to rescan, and yeah, it's gonna go into a bit of a longer project. Sorry, bud. I was hoping this wasn't gonna take take longer to deal with, but you never know what you get into until you get into it. All right. Well, so that's. I will go ahead and throw these together just to show you how the merging works with the scanning software. I'm not actually going to merge them with this software. I'm going to use a different software to do that portion of it. It's more technical and precise, and it's professional grade software. It's $20,000 for the newest release version, which I don't have that, obviously. Mine's 2 years old, which is still really good. It just doesn't have the most up-to-date advanced AI algorithm programming. Crap, I just yawning. Alright. Manual merge, that, and 4 over there. No, I don't want to use 2. 3 was better. Oh wait, 3 is backside. 4 is better. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good. Okay, so for this to work, okay. This is where all the time comes in. Alright, now I have to figure out where on this thing sit. So, looks like the lettering is between that stuff, so this is there, the Tonka's right there. This is surprisingly a good guess at how we're starting. Okay, so like that. Like that. Huh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that with this deal. I'm gonna have to do some more scanning and more work with this. So like I said, I'm gonna have to have now. Okay, so basically, what I would do, I'll take the center. What's it doing? It's not cooperating. There we go. Oops. And that chunk's missing over there. Yeah, I can't do this with this. This ain't gonna fly. More scanning will have to be done. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream there. And I don't know. I'll record more of it as I do it, and I will post it with this cat in the same playlist here that this one's going in. But essentially, that's what I do. I just find relative points, you know, all around, and I line them up, match them up, and I tell them that the dots on that part have to line up with the dots on that part, so that when they merge, they do line up exactly like that, creating the actual whole deal. I'm going to see if I can, yeah, I'll have to work with this a bit. Golly gee. Yeah, alright. With that, I bid you good night, folks, and thanks for checking out the video.